Yeah,
That is
but I
a
got this.
terrifying
Just
thought.
hold on. I got this. So,
I'm
respectfully,
not trying to be mean.
me neither.
I want you to get help.
I understand that. I do. What, there's been one message. I did email that lady back. She had sent something on a live stream weeks before, but I do need, like I said, smoke, shit like that. Um, and I did go on live once and ask for money. Yes, for cigarettes at the store. But that was all.
Okay, but you need to go and get help.
I
And
I
I'm not
agree.
talking bad about your kids. Your kids, I know Jace misses you,
He does.
but being on Discord and not going to rehab isn't doing anything.
You're right. It absolutely isn't. And
Right.
honest,
You have to put your kids first. Well, you have to do what you got to do for you. But in order to be the mom that your kids need, you need to be clean.
oh
And being on
yeah,
Discord is not helping you at all.
no, it's only boredom, right? That's all that it is, honestly.
Well, if you're really bored, go to the Mercy Hospital. Go take care of that now because something may happen and you might not be able to go because you might be the one sitting on the side of the road.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
And will
Even
Kim
being
be there
clean.
for you then? She needs, I understand you want a friend, but instead of keeping you on here, you got to get that push to go.
Yeah, she has been pushing me though. In all fairness, she has. She's been pushing it more than like a lot. But like I said, I don't know if that's because she wants to get rid of me or just I think it's like cares, you know. But anyways,
Like I said, I'm not here to be mean. I've
me neither.
seen poor kids that have addict parents. They go
No,
through
and
so
it's
much.
sad for the kids and the parents. You know, don't maybe no, they don't realize because I didn't really realize how much you affect your children, right? Because you think you're hiding it. Um, but it's sad. This whole drug epidemic is sad, and I agree with you, and that's why I try to you know, there's a lot out there that is not true, and since I am known and have lied terribly, right? Um, nobody can believe what I say, and I respect that. But then people take
I've
advantage
been
of that.
watching you for 2 years, and I just
Mhm.
keep quiet and
Mhm.
praying that you go for, and I don't want to keep bringing up your kids, but
No, it's
they need you.
I know.
They need their mom.
Yeah.
You can hear the hurt, and I can
Yeah.
hear the hurt in you.
Yeah.
And to take that step and just say, you know what? Get everything else. I'm going now. You may not have a chance to go tomorrow.
No, or tonight or
Right.
any
You
hour.
need to just go. Do it
It's
for yourself,
scary.
do it for your family. I know your sisters love you. I know
Oh
your
yeah,
parents love you.
it's scary.
And they want, you want to see your niece grow up. I know you do.
Oh yeah, it
And
kills.
I know you want to see your granddaughter grow up. And
Yeah. I
especially your
mean,
granddaughter. You don't want your granddaughter growing up thinking my grandma is an addict.
no, and it's very uncomfortable. When Ronnie comes here with the baby because I don't want to make her feel uncomfortable, like he, is being mean by not letting me around the baby. But I also don't want to seem like I'm ignoring the baby, and it just puts everybody in a bad spot. That nobody should be in because of me.
Right. And like I said, I don't want to coddle you in any way. I will
No,
never ever give you money.
respect
I
it.
just pray every night that God leads you to rehab now because like I said, you may not have a chance. Somebody can
You're
walk up the road and say, "Oh, there's Lisa's house." Bam
hmm
bam.
Yeah. Yes,
Your
ma'am.
family may get caught in the crossfire
Uh-huh.
and for no reason. You
Uh-huh.
just
Why the fuck would
need
somebody
to
shoot up
say,
Lisa's
"I'm going
house?
now."
Bruh, you gotta stop. Nobody's gonna shoot Lisa. I'll fucking kill that person.
And how are you going to do that?
Because Lisa's my girl, and I'll protect Lisa.
You're not around her all the time, are you?
Well, I'm about to move to Pittsburgh just to protect her.
What the fuck reason would somebody have to shoot Lisa? You are
I'm
retarded.
not
Well,
saying that they will. I'm just
yeah,
saying anything can happen.
yeah, and I'm
But
not
she
sticking
says
up
she
for her.
has a stalker.
She
Yeah,
sounds like
pigs could
There are
fly,
videos
fucking
that you
aliens
don't
could come
know
down. A
what
lot of
people
shit
will
could
do.
happen, but
yeah, and she's kind of sounds like she's around maybe my mom's age. And my mom did say when she got that text earlier, I was like, Mom, they do that shit all the time. I get that shit. And she said, like, she's like, what I'm worried about is somebody trying to, she said, be famous, but she don't know what the fuck's going on over here, right? She just, attention is what she means. Somebody trying to get
But you see
attention.
these stalkers of celebrities.
Yeah, by doing something to you on camera, whether it's whatever it may be, mace me, beat me
Yeah,
up,
they,
shoot me,
they might
whatever.
want their 15 minutes of fame and say, oh,
Yeah,
if I
that's what
kill
she,
Lisa, I'll get all this fame.
well, yeah,
And
because
what's
they
that going to
texted,
do to your family and your children?
somebody texted my mom's cell phone last night, her actual number, and said, you're going to get shot. And shot was in all capital letters. And she seen it this morning and she was like really freaked out. Of course, you know what I mean? Um, and I tried to explain to her, I said, I get that stuff all the time. I've been getting it. Nothing's ever happened, but I got to respect her being freaked out and my dad being pissed.
Right. I don't want to say, be negative, Nancy. I have a heart for people, all people. I don't care who they are. And I don't want to be mean. I have always been for children.
Yes, ma'am.
Children are my number one priority. I don't care who they are. I know
They
your
should
kids
be.
are
They're our
hurting.
future. And I'm
Right.
not trying to be funny or like say the right thing. It's just they are our future. The generations are getting worse and worse. You can see it from my kids growing up from how I was raised. And the drug epidemic I think has a lot to do with that. Kind of kids raising themselves. Um, I think that had a
They
lot to
start
do with it.
acting out because they don't know how to
Act,
react when,
yeah. And
and
when
I
you're
see it in
on
the daughters the other night.
and when you're
They're
on
acting
drugs,
out, but they're not. I'm not
yeah,
saying they're
like
bad or nothing, but they're acting out because they're so frustrated. They
mhm,
don't know, you know,
yep.
and they see people talking bad about you.
Oh, of course.
And I know that hurts them,
Of course it does. Yeah.
but you just need to go to rehab and get it taken care of. Forget everything else.
Princess, can I ask you a
God
question
will
real
I
quick?
do
think
what
she
He
will when
needs to
she's
do for
ready,
you.
right?
Can I ask you a question, ma'am?
Yes.
If her kids have gotten up here, her sister has gotten up here, all have said, Lisa, go to rehab. Her own family has said, go to rehab, and she hasn't went. What makes you think that what you're gonna say, a stranger, is gonna make her go? Because this is like an ongoing thing. You just
I
keep
Delusion.
talking
understand,
and
and I
talking
don't
about
Definitely.
expect her to go to
rehab.
me. I don't
What
expect her
nothing
to
you're
go to
gonna
me
say
because
is
I'm
gonna make
paying.
her go. Like, let's drop the rehab thing. Like, it's old at this point. 10 days
Okay,
in,
but if
and
we
like,
Exactly.
have to drop the rehab, then she
drop
has to
it.
stop saying she's gonna go.
Oh, she
Lisa
only said
is
that
a
when y'all
grown
asked. If y'all
ass
don't
woman.
ask, she doesn't bring it up. Drop it. She won't say anything about rehab if y'all don't get up here and say, when are you going to rehab? Why didn't you go to rehab? What's with the paperwork? What's going, like, leave it alone. When she's ready to go, she'll go. Leave it alone. It's over. Like,
But
drop
see,
it.
this is the thing: is we come here to talk to Lisa, but
Amen.
we're bashed by everybody else. I didn't come up here to talk to everybody.
But
Everybody
you're
thinks their
repeating
turn
the
to talk
same
to
thing
Lisa,
that
but why do I
everybody
not?
says that comes up. So everybody keeps telling her to go to rehab. She's not going to go until she wants to go. She is a grown ass woman.
Okay,
Okay.
I was just talking to her. I'm not trying to tell her what to do. I just say, I pray that she goes.
Can
I'm
I
not
just
saying, Lisa,
address
you better go
something?
right now. I'm not doing that.
Can I
I'm
just
trying
address
to just
something
be
for like
nice and
30
give some
seconds?
words of encouragement. But it seems like no matter what, somebody's going to be on everybody's ass about everything.
Okay, I'm going to say
point of
this.
the
And it's only going to be 30 seconds. So, whoever is using the R word and using it as a speech or a term, you need to fucking drop dead somewhere. You don't say the R word. That is very offensive and derogatory. I don't care who you are, where you're at, what you're doing, or who you're with. You don't use that R word no matter what you do. So whoever is
I
saying it,
don't think
you
I
need to
used
shut the
that word.
fuck up.
If anybody thought I did, I would never. I have a
No,
son.
no, no, not you.
Okay.
It's Florida man. He's
Okay.
the
Yeah.
one that
Because
said the
I
R word.
absolutely hate that word. I have a son with autism. And
Exactly.
that word
So
is
you
absolutely just
understand the
disgusting.
reason, right? So you understand where I'm coming from, and a
Right.
lot of other people in this chat right now that is praising because somebody's actually speaking up, saying that R word is a wrong word to use. That is
There's no
discriminating.
reason for that word to ever be used.
Absolutely. You're
Exactly.
100% right. I get it.
And I apologize if I came off thinking that, I wanted to tell Lisa what to do. I'm just
No, it's not that. It's the male figure that puts his 2 cents in. I don't know who he is. I don't care who he is, what he does, who he's with, who he associates with, what he does on his free time. But everybody in this damn Discord knows that the R word is not to be used at all, no matter where you're at. You don't use it at all, period.
right.
It's like the other derogatory names out there. You know it's a no-no. You know you don't say that word. And that goes for that R word. You don't use that word no matter what you're doing. So I personally think that the male that is talking in this needs to put out a statement, typed and spoken, to apologize for saying that.
And I just have one more thing and then I'll be done. I apologize to Kim. I don't mean no disrespect to her. Like I said, I'm just giving my little bit of 2 cents. If Lisa wants to listen, she can listen. If not, I just don't want to come on here trying to be a Barney badass, yelling or screaming, just trying to be a word of hope.
And I do appreciate that. I really do, more than you know.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that, and I'll let you go.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend. Rest of your weekend.
Hi, can I just say something really fast?
Yes, ma'am.
So, the R word when I was growing up, I'm 50 years old, was used all the time. It wasn't used towards a person that had special needs. It was a freaking
Okay.
adjective that we
Thank
just threw
God.
out there.
Thank
Okay.
God.
And I'm not being rude to anybody, you guys. I have 2 special needs kids, and no, I do not call them that. That's not what we're saying. It's just and everybody's so fucking sensitive these days. It's kind of like the word dude. We just throw it around. It's from our era. So relax, everybody.
Yeah,
Have a good day, Lisa.
Thank you. I had to get it out of my vocabulary myself.
I won't. Sorry. I don't care. It's just,
Yeah,
I mean,
had
it is.
to really watch myself and get it out. When it, because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. That's what I'm
I
saying.
know, but
If it
at
does,
the end of the day, we are who we are. I'm sorry that everybody wants kind of like the whole pronoun thing and like all this crap. Like, stop. You know what I mean? Like, we're not
Yeah.
calling
Words
somebody that
shouldn't
name.
offend people.
But anyways,
It's
I'm gonna
where it
stop
helps.
because I know I'm gonna get attacked, so I will let everybody go. Have a great day.
All right, you too. Sorry. Yeah, I had to get it out of my vocabulary. Also, I don't. What the fuck?
I'm the same way. Just because of how when I was younger, it wasn't like an insult as it is right now.
Right.
I completely understand why it's an insult now. I totally get it.
Well, it was like an insult, but it was like calling somebody stupid or, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know what I mean. Just I don't know.
Yeah. I just didn't want them to be like, it's not an insult. Yeah, it is, but it's like, you know, when I was younger and when I found out it offended people with, you know, disabilities, I got it out of my vocabulary, you know, because, you know, it took a while, but I got it because I don't want to.
No, I was the same
offend
way.
them. Yeah.
You're not
Mm.
calling somebody with disabilities a retard. You're calling some lady up here in Discord talking a bunch of nonsense a
Well,
retard.
I was just actually about to say that. I've never used that to anybody with disabilities derogatory or like had that happen, thank goodness. But yeah, it's always been a fight on the sideline.
Well, I just want to say if I've ever said it and offended anybody, I'm sorry. I have tried to take it out of my vocabulary as well, and just we'd say off to each other, just like through I don't know, like I don't know how to explain it.
Are we talking about last night or are we talking about, did that just get set up
No,
here?
I mean I'm just saying in general. If I've ever said it before, then I'm also sorry. You know, like that I've never tried to offend anybody. But yeah, no, I'm assuming we're focusing on the topic from last night.
That's what I thought we were talking about last night. I didn't know if it got, I didn't hear it get said again, but I may have missed it. So I was just asking if I missed something. I thought that's what we were talking about. I mean, if they tell me not to say the word and because it offends somebody, then I'll just not say and. It'll take a little bit, but you know what I mean?
That's what's next.
Pardon?
People are so offended
right.
by what others say, they don't need to be on here.
No comment.
Hey, Lisa.
Yes, I'm here.
Lisa. I have a question. How was the officer able, or like, how were they allowed to 302 you that day? I don't know if you ever talked about it, but how were they able to do that when obviously you weren't like in distress? How were they capable of that?
Honestly, I don't have a good answer. When she grabbed me, she said, you can't take care of yourself right now. So I'm not sure exactly what she used to do it. But yeah, that's how she did it. What she said. That's what she said to me. But
Did she say she had seen your TikToks or something?
yeah. She said it on the scanner call if you listen to it. That she was watching my TikTok and she was going up to try to 302 me with her exact words. Oh, yeah, she did it on purpose. She's a cunt. And yeah.
Did you like report her or like, call
No.
in like?
No, I maybe should have or something, but no, I didn't. I didn't want I don't know. I don't want the beef, so she'll win. She's the police, So I just kind of left it roll. But yeah, she definitely did it on purpose. And the things that she was saying to me, even after she had me in cuffs, but the dash cam isn't available or the body cams of any of the 3 officers or any of that. So we'll just leave that at that.
Can I say something really fast?
Yes.
So back in the day, like in the 80s and stuff, white people used to use the N word with the hard R. It was like totally cool, and nobody said it to black people to be racist. They just used the hard R N word all the time.
I never
So
said
no,
the
I'm just saying like
never
I'm
said
just saying the
ER
R
to be.
word, not you.
Holy
I'm just saying
fuck.
so the
Are
R
you
word is the same.
serious? Jesus
I am
Christ.
serious. The R word is very similar to the N word with the hard R. Back in the day, people used to say it, no problem, just like the R word. So,
Lady,
like,
you're retarded. How about that?
that
I
doesn't
mean,
offend me. I don't give a
no,
shit, but I'm just saying, like,
I
get real.
understand. I understand though I do what you're trying to get at with that. I do. The only rebuttal I'd have for that is like, I wouldn't slip on that because I didn't grow up with that in my vocabulary.
Well, neither
So,
did I, but it was a
yeah.
thing.
Yeah. So unfortunately, like when I was a kid, that was like
No,
an
it wasn't.
insult.
Nobody went around saying the N word with a hard R to be cool. They used it as a racial slur to diss fucking. Are you like
Oh,
what?
with the R word, right? They diss people with that word. So, like, it's the same thing as what I'm telling
That's
you.
not
In
what you
this day
just
and
said,
age,
you lunatic. You got up here and said that they were saying it to be cool and that white people just said it. That's not what. Oh my God. It's hard for
back
me
in
to
the 80s,
swallow what you're putting out.
well, I can understand how you feel that way, but back in the 80s in the small towns, it kind of was that way. So I'm sorry. I'm grateful for you. It wasn't like that where you were,
Yeah,
but I'm just
you may
saying.
be
It
right.
wasn't that way for anybody. Maybe you in your fictional
I'm
world,
glad
but
you've
not
traveled the
in the
whole
real
world.
reality of the world, lady.
I think that's awesome. You've been to every state and city in the world and know this, but
Yeah, in the 80s, it may have been like that. I
yeah,
honestly,
and
um,
I wasn't, that's not how I talk, but I also don't use the
me,
R word and think it's like, hey, it's okay. Everyone says it.
no,
Not
yeah,
Well,
okay.
if you were listening, I said, "Hey, you're right," and then continuous conversations of the same topic, and then into racism about the hard R. Like, you're insane.
It was the nurse lady that came up. Oh, I have special needs kids and I use it. It's okay. Yeah, no, it's not. It's like saying, I have black friends. I can use the N word. It's just not okay.
no.
That's
If
Hey, I want to quickly piggyback off of what Cindy just said. Sorry, guys, I'll be quick because I know the one time I've been up here, I went too long and it was a thing. So in the 90s, I would have to say what you're talking about with that N word. I don't believe nobody walked around saying that with a hard R, but I can tell you people said it in lyrics of songs. I do
yeah,
know that they would sing and it didn't have the hard R on it. I can promise you that. While that is frowned upon today for any white person to even say it without the R, whatever. That was the thing in the 90s, I have to say, but definitely never have I ever heard anybody walking around with the hard R. And the R word, we used it a lot in the 90s, and it wasn't cool because we would use it to describe somebody as being dumb or slow. And that's
yeah,
exactly why it's offensive
So
today.
is the word
acting
stupid.
silly.
Okay,
Yeah, acting
Absolutely.
stupid is
silly.
You're
also
still,
used to describe dumb and slow, but stupid isn't.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
you're right.
let's just
Derogatory.
drop the whole topic of retarded and the racism shit, because holy fuck.
I get what you're saying, dude. I'm just wanted to chime in about the hard R situation because that was not a thing in the 80s or 90s. So that's all I really had to say. Lisa, keep doing what you're doing. Okay. And I'll talk to you sometime.
all right, thank you.
You're welcome.
I get everybody's point. Everybody's actually. But like I said, my only thing with it is, if it offends people, then I don't want to
Lisa,
offend.
everything offends at somebody. People are
That's
so fucking sensitive, it's ridiculous.
well, that's how it's gotten. It didn't used to be like that. But yeah, it's getting there. I don't know why, but it is.
If somebody wants to be called a cat and you don't reference them as a cat, you're offending them now.
Hate speech, dead ass hate speech. It's yeah. I mean, if they want to be called a cat, like I'll respect them and call them a cat if I can.
Yeah,
But
but you're
they
not
shouldn't be able to.
disrespecting them because you don't know that they're called a cat. Okay?
Yeah,
Like, these are
yeah.
lunatics.
There's a difference between like respecting them and then being forced to do
You're
it.
out of your
I
mind
don't
if you
want it
think
to go.
anybody here would go up to somebody that was disabled and be like, hey, you're retarded.
No, I
The
would
fuck
never.
out of my
And I
face.
never have ever or would or even consider. You know what I mean? Like I don't know who would. You'd have to be a nut. Um, but still, I mean, I don't know. If it offends people, I don't want to say it. But I slipped once on live, and I didn't say it at somebody. I said it like at a situation. That doesn't make it better, but I did say it like at a situation. And I was like, this situation is getting, and I said it. And yeah, I had to apologize, and my live went down for a
I
week.
also apologized and said I was, yeah. And then it continued to get
It's going
worse
to.
and worse and worse.
You'll never live it down, bro.
It's okay. I'm now starting to feel what you feel every day. Fucking people are insane.
But yeah, that's the only thing rebuttal I have to it. Like I said, is I don't want to, if it offends somebody or it's offending somebody's children, I definitely won't say it, no matter what the word is. But I have slipped. I've been actually really good with it, even privately, not saying it, because I've been getting it out of my vocabulary for a while now. So, but it was in my vocabulary, unfortunately, when I was younger. Like you said, it was like saying, stupid or idiot or they're acting silly or, was it okay? No, I know that now, but I was a kid. I didn't know. And my parents would only yell if like I say a swear word. I'm gonna stop chiming in before I put my foot in my mouth, but
Hey Lisa,
yes, I'm here. I'm here.
how are you doing?
I'm doing. How are you?
I'm all right. How's Kim doing?
Kim, I don't know. You have to ask. I haven't talked to her.
Anyway, just let her know I asked about her. I wanted to ask, you know, remember when your neighbor confronted you on the phone? It's not
Yeah,
about. Don't worry about it.
yeah.
Do you think that what what do you think the reason was she did that?
Attention and views.
Okay. That's honest. Okay. And another question was, what'd you have for breakfast?
Nothing. Nothing yet.
You better go eat. You skinny girl.
Yeah, I do. I've been eating like once a day, but I didn't even like.
And so I'm not going to put my 2 cents in on the wordage that people use. Sometimes
Yeah, I
people
don't.
people say offensive stuff with the purpose of offending people.
Yeah.
And I grew up in the '60s, and obviously people say the worst things to people to offend them. And I was taught that if you replace any offensive word with the word care, if that's not true, then neither is the offensive thing the person said. And it's just a way to filter it. But,
Okay.
we can't let words bother us. There's too many things that bother us in the world without letting words bother us. Are they offensive? Yeah, especially if we add our perception to it. And when
Mhm.
people know that it offends us, they'll do it on purpose, especially online. Because, I
Um.
mean, do you feel that people can come online and be mean without repercussion?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I feel that. Yeah, they do it every day. They hide
Yeah,
behind
it's just a way to
no
offend
picture
somebody
and
and
a
not
weird
have to have
name
the offense.
and say the most
Yeah.
vile, outrageous shit.
And the truth is that person would never walk up to you in real life and do that.
No, no. And I know
So
they don't.
I just,
If they've met me in real life or
I
talked to
mean,
me, they wouldn't um be talking to me like that. And it's not, oh, I'm tough or anything. It's just the people that do know the real me. You know what I mean? So
and also for the gallery, um, Lisa will go get rehab when she wants to get rehab. And the reason I don't ask her about rehab is because I asked her before if she knew what would happen if she didn't go, and she told us. And so that's all. I mean, why do we have to keep asking over again? It's just like beating a dead horse. There's no sense in it. So, like, I mean, if we're here to get to know you, because one of the things you always say is we don't know you, and we don't. Do you think we know you?
I'd
Lisa?
like to just add, with all this talk about how everybody is so worried about these words, you guys sure don't care when you attack Lisa, though, right?
Well, they want to be offensive to Lisa. They want to hurt her because they don't like how she's being, and they think I don't know. Even I don't understand it. I don't understand wanting to hurt at a person who's obviously hurting, And people say, well, I come from a family of addicts, or, I'm an addict. And then they do it anyway. And they got to know that it's not good for her. It's not good for anybody. So I don't see the end of that, what the end purpose of it is. But I mean, I'm deaf, and people make fun of me, and I'm like,
Yeah.
whatever. But
Yeah.
you know why I do that? I mean,
Wait.
because
I'm actually with him. Five people jumped up to complain about the R word, and this ain't about the R word. But when somebody tells me or attacks me or my kids, silence.
well, don't let people online attack you, Lisa, because they don't walk in your shoes. They don't know what's been going on with you, and and everybody wants to save you, and that's awesome. But this is something that you got to save yourself. You're not drowning. You don't need somebody to come out and save you in the water. You are drowning in your life, and you got to fix that yourself. But I mean, you got a lot of people on your side. There's a lot of people that watch and never say anything, and they're out there. They're rooting for you. But I would tell you this before I get off: if you go to rehab before the 20th, you'd be home for Christmas. That'd be a damn good gift for your family. I'm out of here. Take care.
Thank you, Miss Betty.
Hey Lisa, I just got a question. Do you think since like you lost your boyfriend, the father of your children, like that just kind of made it worse and you just kind of spiraled after that?
I mean, yeah, it didn't happen right away, but yeah,
And I just want to say I'm really sorry for your loss as well.
I appreciate that.
That's all I had. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you.
Um, okay. I have a couple of questions. Lisa, did you did you say before a couple of years ago that you were a master manipulator and something about having a prescription pad and like writing your own prescriptions or something?
It was a joke.
Oh, you weren't being serious.
No, about the master manipulator thing. No.
I can't hear. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like everyone else is on speakerphone and you're coming through my phone not on speakerphone. Does that like I can hear everybody else fine except Lisa.
Better?
No, it's not. It sounds like she's super far from the phone. Okay, I'm gonna leave and come back up. I have a couple more questions. I'm gonna like put my Bluetooth in and see um
Okay.
if you can still hear me okay, because maybe I can hear you better.
All right.
Okay. All right, bye.
Kim, are you still driving?
I'm here, chilling and listening to everybody, trying to keep my mouth shut.
I'm hungry. I need an English, I think.
Well, what are you in the mood to eat?
So I asked if he was driving.
phone is like waterlogged or something. I don't know what's wrong with it.
What?
Your phone sounds like waterlogged, or like you just sound like a little bit like, I don't know, like not as loud as you normally would be.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, you can still hear you fine.
Are you home or driving?
Am I what?
Home or driving?
I am parked.
Well, I want to get something to eat. I'm gonna overdraw my account. I need an invoice.
Uh, text me.
I'm gonna just overdraw it. Okay.
Just text me.
Well, I didn't get no dinner.
Well,
Whoever's next, go ahead. Oh, wow. Maybe I'm just taking it.
Lisa, if you haven't eaten, why don't you just end this and go eat? Don't feel like obligated to be up here and answer people's questions.
Yeah, no, I'm not. If I would just make it on here.
My question actually is for Kim. Is she like available to talk?
Not sure.
I'm listening.
What is your like ultimate goal with the Discord? Like what do you want this to be? Obviously, we're not gonna ask Lisa questions every day. Is it ever gonna turn into like about you or like what's the plan?
I think Lisa made a Discord mistake. I don't know what the plans are with the Discord, but I made sure to add a thread so that people can talk about me. Like, so it's not just all about Lisa. And I
did.
post as much shit as Lisa does. Like, literally, no matter what thread it is. But yeah, no, Lisa made a Discord about me last night, if I'm not mistaken. Unless I'm mistaken, I don't know. She'd have to tell you about it.
No, I did it there.
Did you want to tell them about it, or?
Mm-mm. You won't. I mean, what is it? Kimberly Reyes surviving Lisa. No rules.
I mean, I would love to hear about you. I feel like I don't really know you, but I'm like I always see you in the Discord and stuff, but I feel like I don't really know anything about you. So I mean, if you could like talk about yourself, that would, it would be good.
You want me to talk about myself? Nah, I don't know. Maybe I think I'm doing that on someone's YouTube channel Monday night. So you're gonna have to just there if you want to hear about myself. I can't like give it
That's
all
cool.
away.
I'll do that.
But it will be posted on on my page by tonight. Dead Inside and Gossip Quotes. So I don't but yeah. I'm going on a YouTube channel live tomorrow, so that's where you'll hear my story, I think.
Just a quick question. What state are you in though?
What state am I in?
Yeah, like where are you from?
I've been doxxed so many times. Literally, my information is out there if you look. But I'm in Connecticut.
Somebody wants me to ask Lisa why does she need to go to rehab if she's already clean from crack, and how much money has she made?
Made doing what, this?
It's vague. That's all they said.
Well, this, 0. Doing it to help a friend. And I enjoy it.